from inside the U.S. system. Ilhan Omar needs to be censured, but censure is not enough. I'm telling you right now, she is acting as a foreign agent on behalf of a foreign country.
I don't want to put makeup on every day.
Taking over from the inside. For as long as this continues and we allow people to serve in our government, acting as foreign agents for the interest and for the good of foreign countries and foreign peoples, our country is not safe. Ilhan Omar needs to be censured. I urge my colleagues to vote to censure her, but I also urge my colleagues that we need to join together to stop foreign agents serving in our government in the interest of foreign countries. We serve the United States of America, and that's it. We serve the American people and no other people.
Is that so? Well, I find it interesting that she has nothing to say about AIPAC, a group that lobbies specifically on the behalf of Israel's neoconservative interests. Why are we allowing this organization that is exclusively dedicated to one other country's foreign policy to bankroll politicians and Republican politicians? And why isn't she outraged about that? She also didn't say a thing about Trump's business ties to Saudi Arabia and whether or not that might have influenced his stance towards them and giving them weapons deals and vetoing a resolution that would have ended U.S. complicity in their genocide of Yemen. So, I mean, what's the difference between those instances and this? Well, I think you know the difference. It's skin color. That's the difference. White people can't be disloyal to the United States. Only black and brown people, according to Marjorie Greene. And Marjorie doesn't just think this of Ilhan Omar because she's Somalian. She also accused Rashida Tlaib as well in the same video of doing the bidding of Hamas because, well, she's Palestinian.
Rashida Tlaib, she does everything she can to act in the interest of Hamas over in Gaza. She literally voted to allow Hamas terrorists to come into our country. She made that vote along with Cori Bush. Cori Bush is acting in the interest of terrorists. Rashida Tlaib and Cori Bush acting in the interest of terrorists.
Yep, that's exactly what she voted for. Rashida Tlaib said, I want to bring Hamas here. That's exactly what I want.
So let's examine this ridiculous argument that this guy just made. He points out that Marjorie Taylor Greene has an issue with these people who are her political opponents. She has an issue with her political opponents regarding their support of another country. She does not have issues with her political allies like Donald Trump and AIPAC. And the reason for this, he explains, is racism. It's skin color. So the reason she doesn't have an issue with what Trump did is because Trump is a white man. Not because Trump is an ally on her side. It's because he's white. So if Trump was a black man, or brown man, more accurately, this guy wants us to believe that she would be calling him out. The head of the Republican Party. She'd be going after the head of the Republican Party, doing the same stuff Trump did, just because he's brown-skinned. Right. It's absolutely absurd. And the reason why she's targeting people who are political opponents is because of their skin color, not because they're opponents. Right? So if they were pink-skinned Democrats who were overly sympathetic to the Palestinians, right, we're supposed to believe that she wouldn't be pretending like they're pro-Hamas, and she wouldn't be calling them out and attacking them as well. We're supposed to believe if there was a pink-skinned Democrat who was Palestinian, right, and was sympathetic to the Palestinians, that Marjorie Taylor Greene would not also be attacking them. So the reason that she's attacking this person is not because she's a Palestinian and it's convenient to her rhetoric to be against the Palestinians and associate them all as terrorists and Hamas, right? So it's not because that's an easy political attack for her. I mean, you couldn't make it any more perfect. You have someone in the opposition party, supposed opposition party, who is Palestinian, talking pro-Palestinian stuff. I mean, who on earth that's looking for a reason to attack their opponents would not jump on this? But he wants us to believe, no, it has nothing to do with that, nothing to do with the politics. It's all about skin color. That's what it is. They're targeting people because of their skin color. Now, let me be clear. Marjorie Taylor Greene could be racist. Racism could be part of her motivation, for all we know. I don't really have any direct evidence of it, but that could be the case. But to jump to the conclusion that the reason why someone is attacking a political opponent is because of their skin color, not because they're a political opponent, is absolutely ridiculous. I think she'd be doing the same thing if their skin color was pink, whatever color. I don't think it would make much of a difference. This is low-hanging fruit from a political standpoint if you're just looking to attack them, right? And again, the idea that she gives Trump a pass because he's white, I mean, I think that might be one of the dumbest points that this guy is making. This guy who does politics for a living, right? He wants to talk about the dishonesty of right-wing media, and here he is. I mean, either he's being really dishonest or really foolish. I don't know. You decide. He wants us to believe the reason why a Republican is not calling out Donald Trump is because Donald Trump is a white man. So the leader of the Republican Party was not white. We would see the Republicans going after them. Right? What's his name? Tim Scott? If he won the presidency and he was head of the Republican Party, right? They would be going after him for the stuff that they let Trump get away with. Right? Right. Now, again, to be clear, obviously there's racist people in the Democratic Party, there's racist people in the Republican Party. So some of those racists in the Republican Party might be a little bit more adversarial with a Tim Scott presidency than they would a Trump presidency. But I don't think that's relevant to this discussion. This discussion is a discussion where the first reason that this guy can come up with is in terms of why Marjorie Taylor Greene is letting Trump off the hook is because he's a white man. I feel like I'm watching the Young Turks. Feels like race baiting to me. What do you think? This is Debate Me Channel, Debate Me comment section below. Click on the like button, subscribe, smash that bell. Be well.